Hi, my name is Armstrong, and I'm an engineer at Cobb County Fire. As a kid, I never thought about being a firefighter. My dad was a New York fireman in the South Bronx for 21 years. His two brothers were firemen, and his uncle was a fireman as well. And then on my mom's side, there were firemen across her family. My dad was a 9/11 fireman, and it was after 9/11 that he was unable to pass the medical. He was kind of forced into retirement after 9/11. My degree is in English and Communication from the State University of New York at Geneseo, and then that led me to a career in marketing, which started in New York City. One of my first weeks in marketing, I was just staring at my computer at a desk with a ton of other people staring at computers at their desk, and there was no meaning to it for me. And so I started thinking about firefighting at that point in time and just starting doing research about different departments and getting my name on the list and thinking of it as a possibility. And then I got transferred to Atlanta, which I thought was going to be just maybe a year, and then I'd go back to New York City, but I fell in love with Atlanta, and then I started looking at departments around here. Moving from corporate to public safety, I wanted to keep that professionalism, and Cobb County definitely had that. Someone actually asked me the other day if it was really hard to go through the academy, and I answered no. It wasn't that it wasn't difficult, because obviously it was harder than sitting at a desk and not what I was used to, but I think I just had so much fun knowing that I could continue to do this as a career. And so all the drills and all the hard physical things, like that was fun to me. So I just truly enjoyed every day, which is probably not what you hear all the time, but I thought, I don't know, it was just a challenge that you got to overcome. I have a 1-year-old daughter at home, and at first I thought that the shift work was going to be a little bit difficult. So I wasn't sure how it was going to go when I was pregnant and when I had her, and like how much I'd miss her. How do you stay away for 24 hours? I get those questions all the time. But in my opinion, and having kind of seen both sides, it's just so much more time with her, and I just feel like we get to spend so many days together. If a mom was considering a move to public safety, I'd say the more support, the easier it is. I think that's anything with motherhood. But the shift work can be a little bit difficult. If you have the support system, to me, it's worth it so much because of how much time you actually get with your children versus if you're only seeing them at night, right before bed, and on the weekends. I get to see them, and we went to a magic show the other day, we went to the splash pad, and these are like weekday events that I wouldn't get to have with my daughter if I worked a 9 to 5. To succeed in a career in public safety, humility and determination, I think, are the two best things that you can have. So not giving up with the determination on whatever it is that you're doing, and then humility to know that you don't know everything, even if you think you do, even if you think you're the best at one thing or the SME on a subject, you might be able to learn something. So just stay humble and listen to those around you. The last thing I would recommend, which I was very fortunate to have, is to work around people who you want to be like and have them be your mentors and just follow in their footsteps. Almost everything in this career gives me a sense of purpose. Even if the call ends up not being super important, there might be something that we can make a difference on. So throughout the day, just keeping your eyes open, especially compared to sitting at a desk, there's so many opportunities to help people, and that's why I started working here, and I feel like I can do that on a daily basis. Sometimes this doesn't really feel like work. Like, it's hard, and you have to show up, and you have to do a good job, and you have to put in the hours and train and things like that, but it's just so much fun.